Hey everyone, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment, and this is your market analysis for the week ending in October 3rd, 2009. Okay, today I'm going to start off straight into the 6-month daily view. Now, last week I said where the market is retesting a previous critical support level right here because this is a previous resistance, and now it's showing or potentially showing as support. And clearly that did not hold true. We broke through that support, and now we're at another relatively strong support level, which is the 50-day moving average. Okay, I mentioned every time the market expands or impulses, every time there's a pullback, it always either pulls back towards the 20 or the 50. It's more bullish if it pulls back towards the 20, such as here and here, but it's less bullish if it pulls back towards the 50, and definitely not as bullish if it breaks through the 50. So what I want to do is actually take a step back a little bit and draw a trend line right there, connecting the March and the July lows. And you would notice where we are right now, pretty much right at that trend line. So you can see how 102 is acting as pretty strong support. You can see the market pretty much stopped right around that 102 level on Friday, stopped right at the 50-day, stopped right at that trend line. So again, it's at another critical juncture where, okay, will buyers step in right now and take this market to new highs, or will it just be a very weak bounce and break through this support level? Okay, so those are two possibilities that I can see for the market next week. Well, maybe not necessarily to new highs yet, but it definitely needs to break above 108 before it can do so. So the other possible scenario is it can just meander sideways and go nowhere. One thing you do want to notice is that volume is starting to pick up. Okay, so traders are coming back into the market, and unfortunately, for those of you who are bullish, it's picking up on the downside. Okay, so a word of caution for you. Possibility is if you were to connect this line right there, that could produce a triangle. Okay, for this market where it just wants to consolidate before it makes a decision whether it wants to continue higher or break new lows. If it breaks higher, like I mentioned, 108 would be a very decent target, maybe even 107-ish. Ultimately, 110 would be a very nice target for the market overall. Now, as far as support, let me just take away some trend lines here. 99 and 98, notice where these are the previous lows here. Okay, so this support area or support zone, okay, that's going to be a pretty decent target if we decide to break underneath that trend line, as well as 102 and the 50-day moving average. So a couple of downside targets, a couple of upside targets. We just got to watch and see how the market behaves around this 102 level. Okay, next we go into the VIX. The VIX, if you notice that we are in a box range. The VIX, even though it made a nice jump up this week, showing that there's an increased volatility coming back into the market, it stopped right at that previous resistance around 30. So if we get a nice decisive break above 30, then you could pretty much say that there's definitely more bearishness coming back into the market. Very strong support at 22 or 23-ish. Okay, market retested that many times, or the VIX retested that many times, built a very nice layer of support right there. But if we do break that, then expect higher highs for the market. So going back, what do we do now, right? Is this the start of a new bear market? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not here to answer that for you, but we can make some speculations, just in case this is the top to this entire rally. We got to see and wait for those broken support levels. If this breaks, then I would more or less lean towards maybe a deeper correction to come from here. But if this holds up, then that's a clue that buyers might be coming back in and buying the dips again. So like I said, watch for how the buyers are coming in. If it's coming back in strong, higher volume, large white candlestick, then that's a good sign. But if the buying or the bounce is in small, tiny, low volume candlesticks, then that's kind of a clue that is just a dead cat bounce. Okay, so just watch for those levels.